Giờ mình làm xong bây giờ mình ăn. Bây giờ là của con bên này có thịt rất là nhiều.
Okay, so we're done finished cooking. So it's time for us to eat. And you know, I'm a fan of eating. I am a big fan of eating. I'm a big fan of food. Thank you, Mom. Cảm ơn má.
Một cái là no.
Nhìn vô đó.
Yeah. Ngon lắm.
She's like, it's very, very good.
Ngọt.
Vậy má nói tại sao má thích bánh xèo?
Bánh xèo tại vì nó ngon. Bánh xèo thích ăn là nó ngon, làm có đồ biển đủ hết, có đồ biển rồi đồ ngon. Đó, còn cái thịt á, thịt làm xá xíu sẵn này, mua thịt nạc dai á, làm thịt xá xíu sẵn ngon lắm. Con ăn cái thịt thấy ngon không? Thơm ngon lắm.
It's very delicious. Okay, bye, bye.
Bye.
Okay, so let's go over the ingredients again. So here we have fresh squid and shrimps. So if you don't like seafood, you can maybe replace it with, you know, chicken. I don't know about beef, tofu. You can try with whatever we want. So in Vietnam, we used to live by the coast, our family, and so we ate a lot of seafood. So that's a part of our lifestyle. But if you don't like seafood, you don't like all that shrimp and squid, you can replace it with something else. Lobster.
Nè, nói nè, trước khi làm là phải bỏ chút muối vô, chẻ cái tôm này, lấy một cái ấy trên, nói cho kỹ càng rồi bỏ chút muối vô rửa, rửa xong rồi mới sắc.
And then for this, we mentioned, so I guess when it comes to washing seafood for my mom, what she does is she'll wash all of them with the salt. And of course, you know, the shrimp, you have to open that backside and get out that little not so nice area. And then here you have your bean sprouts.
Đây nhà làm nè. Đó.
Yeah. And then these bean sprouts, my mom made them at home, so next time maybe we can do a video to show you and us how we can do bean sprouts together. And then these are Vietnamese herbs, or we have mint. We have this other leaf that looks like a heart, and it tastes really interesting. And then this is one of my favorite. It's like, you know, purple and green. And then you have, of course, you have your mint, and we have a few other things on here. So in Vietnamese dishes, we tend to add a lot of vegetables and a lot of greens into our dishes. And then you have freshly cut onions. And then you have your peanut, which is going to be for the sauce. And then here it's like barbecued pork that my mom has already made and pre-cooked. But like I said, if you don't like barbecued pork, you can switch it in for whatever you prefer. You can barbecue it. And then my mom, she's just mixing the flour, as we mentioned. Add your milk, and then add some onion and some turmeric for color. And then right here, this is our sauce. As we mentioned, we use fish sauce. And so with this, you can add, first you boil hot water, add that rock candy into it, or rock sugar, I'm sorry. And then add the sauce, put in some chili, some garlic, some lime. And then we should be ready to get started. And then lime, yes, my mom mentioned lime. Okay.
Rồi chưa?
Nhìn đi.
Rồi chưa?
Nhìn qua tới cười.
Đây nè ha. Rồi bây giờ nè.
Bác phải nói với mấy cái hình á.
Bây giờ bỏ mấy con tôm nè, bỏ mấy con tôm, mấy con bạc vô nè.
Okay, so as the pan is hot, you put in a scoop of olive oil, and then make sure you stay away from the oil, and then you can put in as much shrimps, as much squid, as much chicken, or whatever you like.
Đó. Bỏ chút hành vô nè cho nó thơm nè. Đó. Bỏ chút xíu hành vô cho thơm nè.
And it smells really, really good.
Đó, xào chung luôn nè.
It smells so delicious. Let's get a closer look.
Còn cái đây là thịt á, thịt đây đã xá xíu ốp làm chín hết rồi. Giờ lấy bỏ vô thêm vài miếng để mình làm chung cho nè.
Now we add in that barbecue pork that we had pre-made.
Chín rồi. Đó, rồi không?
And it shouldn't take more than like 1 or 2 minutes for the shrimp
Đó,
and
rồi.
squid to be cooked.
Một chén bột đây, giờ bắt đầu mình muốn đổ vô nhiều ít thì mình đổ tùy ý này.
Add in your flour batter.
Đó, cầm cái chảo xay rồi nè.
And then make sure you spread it evenly.
Đó, xay hết như vậy đây. Chút nữa nè. Rồi, xong. Rồi, về đây, rồi bỏ chút giá lên.
Then add your bean sprouts on top.
Đó, bỏ chút giá lên. Xong đậy nắp lại. Mở lửa vừa một chút rồi, cho nó khỏi bị cháy.
And then turn the heat to low so that it doesn't get burned.
Vậy, dễ mà, cố gắng làm gì ở trong nhà ăn, muốn ăn hồi nào thì làm hồi đó.
She said, try to do this so that whenever you want to eat it in the house, you can just make it. And earlier I asked my mom, what was the reason that we didn't like blend in like the rice, or why did we have it pre-made in terms of the flour? And she says, when you don't have time and if you're busy on the go, you can just buy the pre-made package and then use that as a batter, so you don't have to start from scratch. But you can wish for what was required, in terms of ingredients were. I accidentally deleted it. So here, as I mentioned, here's the flour with some onion, your green onions in the flour, and then your white onions, your bean sprouts, fresh barbecue pork pre-made, shrimps and squid back here. And then so after nếu mình làm bánh xèo mình phải đợi bao nhiêu phút chừng nào bánh xèo nó mới xong nào?
Đâu có, con dồn gì nè. Đó, hỏi nó vàng gì là nó chín nè.
So how can you tell if it's ready to eat? And she said you just have to make sure that it's golden and that it's crusty.
Đó, vàng hết rồi nè. Vàng nè, đó, rồi mình gấp lại nè. Đó, vàng hết rồi nè. Vàng quá trời vàng luôn. Cái dĩa của tôi để cái gì vô mà sao mà nó mau vàng dữ á.
There we are.
Con đem tới đặng ấy, nhiều phèo thôi để đây cũng được.
And so I think because my mom and I were talking too much throughout the video, so we had let it cook a little bit longer than we wanted to, so it's a little bit more golden and crusty. So let's do another one.
Rồi cũng như là 2 người ăn. Bỏ chút hành vô là làm 2 lần cho dễ thấy nè.
Put in the onion again.
Đó, cho nó thơm mà.
Turn the fire to low, maybe a 5 or 6.
Xào qua xào lại về đây. Đó. Rồi, cái đây á, đây đã tôm đồ đã chín rồi, giờ gắp cái thịt này cũng đã chín sẵn rồi. Đó. Thịt đã chín làm sẵn hết rồi.
So my mom says adding each ingredient, talking as she goes.
Rồi.
Make sure you spread it evenly. I wish that you can smell what it smells like because it smells so delicious. Let's get a closer look.
Đó. Mình muốn lớn cỡ nào đó là lớn, muốn nhỏ cỡ nào nhỏ đó để xem.
So remember to spread it evenly, just like how you would make an omelet.
Bỏ nấm giá lên rồi đậy nắp lại.
All right, well, let it get to cook, but before we do, let's go and see how it tastes for the first two one. Okay, so while my mom and I are waiting for the second one to be done, I wanted to talk about my lack of cooking experience because the part I recorded before this, I accidentally deleted it. But I've been very fortunate and lucky that my mom has cooked for my family for most of my life.
Con thích đậu phộng nữa không?
And then right now we're gonna,
Đây, bây
talk
giờ
about
cái
the
này
sauce.
thắng nước đường phèn rồi, bây giờ mình làm nước mắm đây, mình nêm thử coi thử có vừa ăn không. Ở mặn thì thêm nước đường phèn vô, mà hơi ngọt thì thêm nước mắm vô, rồi xong rồi nặn chanh vô ăn.
So as we mentioned, we're talking about the sauce, so not everybody will want to eat this kind of sauce, or you might not have access to it. So you can, make other, sauce that can go with it. Chút chanh nữa, chút xíu chanh nữa.
Chưa chanh, bây giờ nước mắm nữa không? Rồi vừa xong.
So maybe we'll do another video where we can create other sauce that you would find in traditional grocery stores, but for the sauce, as we mentioned, it is fish sauce, and this is the one that we use for cooking, but this is not one of my favorite. This is one of them that we use. And then as we mentioned, for the sauce, you boil hot water, you add in some of the rock sugar, add it in, and then afterward, you can add in this sauce, and then add in lime, chili, and peanuts. I think those are all the ingredients, but for me, I really like this sauce just because it's kind of citrus and lemony, yet it's also a little bit sweet and a little bit salty at the same time. And so as I mentioned, in terms of my cooking experience, I don't really know how to do much other than, let's say, fried rice, eggs, sandwiches, and very, very basic stuff, because even though I'm...
Coi nặn thêm chút chanh nè, cho nó vừa ăn nè.
And then let's add in some lemon.
Đó. Còn cái đậu phộng rang sẵn rồi, xong rồi giả muốn nát, muốn mịn thì mịn, mà muốn to thì to, nhắm mà vừa.
Oh, and don't forget the roasted peanuts. So we roasted peanuts, and then we, just kind of grind them and then put them in here. She says it's good. And so, even though my mom, she might make all of the same Banh Xeo, this food, even though she may make the same dish at home, but I never really pay attention, to be honest. And so when it's time for me to cook, I really don't know how to make anything. And so in college, that's when I started actually experimenting with cooking. And so in college, we had, in LA, we had like Taco Bell, we had Pan Express, but for my second and third year, I didn't have a lot of money because I was taking out a good amount of loans anyways. And so I would always pack in so much rice and a little bit of meat, because rice makes you full, but then that's when I started gaining weight, because I didn't really exercise, but I had ate so much carbs and so much rice all the time. And so when I cooked at home, my dishes, I think they were relatively okay. They were not good, but they were the same dish over and over almost every week or almost every month. And so when it came to cooking, I would add in similar spices like honey, salt and pepper, like a little bit of other spices. And I just put everything into one dish. And so I eat it and it tastes decent, but it doesn't really taste like anything. And then the next time I would add the same kind of spices or same, garnish into it. So I don't really know how to differentiate between different spices. Like for a specific dish, you put 2 or 3 of those ingredients in. But for me, whenever I cook, I put all of them in. So I'm not really good at cooking. But I mean, after seeing what my mom did today and having this on video, I don't think it's going to be that hard to make Banh Xeo anymore. Well, at least the pre-made version. So let's get started. Má muốn nói chuyện tiếp anh nói em. Vậy mà anh nói coi thử.
Như trong già đồ có mấy mẹ con hay là có bà cháu đồ mà Hỏi mình người già rồi hỏi thích ăn hồi nào thì làm hồi đó ăn. Thì vậy á, ở nhà vậy á, họ thích ăn là làm ăn. Con thấy cái thịt đó nó có thơm không?
Dạ, ngon.
Cái thịt đó mình ướp sẵn này. Chịu khó mình làm cho chín sẵn này, rồi ăn nó ngon.
Nói thank you for watching. Nói thank you
Thank you.
for
Thank you for
watching
watching
my
my
daughter
daughter
and I
and I
cook.
cook.
Cook là nấu á. Cook
Cook.
bánh xèo.
Bánh xèo.
Bye bye.
Cook bánh xèo.